From January 19th to January 21st, 2026, a powerful winter system dominated vast regions of the Russian Federation, producing extreme snowfall in the Far East and reinforcing a deep cold spell across central and western parts of the country. The three-day period became one of the most disruptive phases of the winter season, affecting daily life, transport, and public safety across thousands of kilometers.
Балконом люди Там еще метет по чуть-чуть. Как метет? Поземка. Вон, смотри.
The most severe conditions were recorded in Russia's Far East, particularly on the Kamchatka Peninsula. Beginning on January 19th, a succession of heavy snowstorms intensified over the region, driven by a strong low-pressure system, drawing moist air from the Sea of Okhotsk. Snow fell continuously, accumulating at an exceptional rate. In the regional capital, Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, meteorological authorities reported snowfall levels not seen in several decades. By January 20th, snow depth in some areas exceeded 2 meters, with streets, vehicles, and building entrances buried beneath compacted drifts.
Замело уже. Почти 4 метра снега. Прокопались тут. Ходить немножко.
As the snow continued, local authorities declared a state of emergency in parts of Kamchatka. Roads became impassable, and heavy machinery was deployed around the clock in an effort to clear access routes. Public transportation was partially suspended, and residents were advised to remain indoors where possible. Images and field reports showed cars almost entirely submerged, windows blocked by snowbanks, and narrow tunnels dug by hand to allow people to exit their homes. The snowfall compounded an already severe winter, following record accumulations in December that had left the ground saturated with snow well before mid-January. By January 21st, emergency services confirmed that the heavy snow had led to fatalities. At least 2 people were killed when large masses of snow collapsed from rooftops, highlighting the structural dangers posed by prolonged accumulation. Authorities issued repeated warnings, urging residents to avoid walking near buildings and to clear roofs where possible, though conditions made such efforts difficult and hazardous. Schools, offices, and some government services in the affected areas were closed or moved online. Supply deliveries were delayed, and isolated shortages of food and essential goods were reported in remote neighborhoods. Despite the disruption, no widespread power failures were confirmed, and emergency crews continued to prioritize access to hospitals, shelters, and critical infrastructure. While Kamchatka faced historic snowfall, a different but related winter threat unfolded across western and central Russia. During the same period, from January 19th through 21st, a surge of Arctic air advanced southward over the European territory of Russia. Snowfall continued intermittently across large areas, but the defining feature of this phase was the intensifying cold.
Ничего себе.
Meteorological services reported that central regions were entering one of the coldest intervals of the winter season. Nighttime temperatures dropped sharply, and daytime readings remained well below freezing. In and around Moscow, forecasts indicated temperatures approaching minus 20 degrees Celsius, with colder conditions expected in outlying areas. Light to moderate snow accompanied the cold air, adding to existing accumulations and complicating road and rail travel. Further north, in coastal and Arctic regions, strong winds combined with snowfall to produce blizzard conditions in exposed areas. Gusts reached levels capable of forming large snowdrifts, reducing visibility and increasing the risk of transport delays. Authorities issued advisories warning of dangerous travel conditions and heightened risks of frostbite and hypothermia. Meteorologists attributed the widespread severity of the weather to large-scale atmospheric patterns affecting the northern hemisphere. A distorted jet stream and repeated intrusions of Arctic air allowed cold and moisture-laden systems to penetrate deep into the Russian mainland. These conditions reinforced one another, producing simultaneous extremes: heavy snow in the far east and sustained cold across the west.
Да, нет, все нормально. Так, просто фиксируем немножко. Вот. Человек с 50-го копает.
By the end of January 21st, snowfall in Kamchatka had begun to ease, though cleanup efforts were expected to continue for days or weeks. In central Russia, the cold spell showed no immediate sign of abating, with forecasters warning that low temperatures would persist beyond the reporting period. The events of January 19th to 21st underscored the scale and intensity of Russia's winter climate. Across regions separated by thousands of kilometers, communities faced different expressions of the same system: overwhelming snowfall in the east and penetrating cold in the west. Together, they marked a defining moment of the 2026 winter season, testing infrastructure, emergency response, and daily life, as residents endured one of the most demanding stretches of winter weather in recent years. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.